What up, world? It's your boy Elroy back again with some more content. And right off the bat, Happy New Year's! Happy New Year's, everyone. Time dropping, watching the balls drop, this, that, and the third. I'm sorry I could not go live on New Year's. I was just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. Situation occurred and happened, and I just shut down. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was just all a big hoopla. I ain't gonna really hold you. I'm not even gonna really hold you to it. But please don't hold me to it. Really, I ain't gonna hold you. but no. Shouts to you up this morning. Shouts to you for making an impact on the world. Shout out to you for helping out community. Shout out to you who is sobriety in your recovery, and shout out to you if you're not. You out there drugging and thugging like everybody else. But shout out to you. How y'all been? How y'all doing? I missed y'all. Can y'all tell I missed y'all? I missed y'all a lot. I'm not even gonna hold you. I missed y'all quite a bit. I'm salty. I didn't get up and watch the ball drop, but I was just going through it, man. Just straight up going through it. But I hope y'all loved your. Hope you loved, hugged your loved ones. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Brush your teeth, wash your hair. You know all those good things. I'm hoping you. Shout outs to the moms and dads to school every morning this new year. Shouts to you waking up every morning. Shouts to you that is changing your life for the better. Shouts to you for persevering and working through those hard struggles. You know, we all got those hard struggles. We all try to make those New Year resolution plans. I stopped making New Year's resolution plans back when I was like 23, 24 years old. I just said, bump that. Instead of trying to add on a new hobby or habit, let's just stop doing certain things. And that too is a resolution. If you think about it, instead of picking something up, you just drop something off. So, a habit I'm gonna try to drop off this year would well, I don't know. I haven't really put too much thought into it. I just kind of do it. It's one of those things you just kind of do. Um, I don't know. Some of them going to drop. Probably, probably get more stricter on drinking sodas this year. I think I'm going to do that. And let's see, last year I promised myself to finish 3 books, which I did. So this year I want to finish 4 books this year. So that is my drop off pickup habit. Apparently, in order to put something up, you have to put something down. So there, putting down sugar, pick up books. There we go. It works. It really does. Yo, what up, chat? What up, chat? Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. But yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. But yeah, tell me yours in the chat. Tell me yours in the comments. Also, like, subscribe, share, follow, do all those beautiful things you do because you are changing the life here at Elroy's World. Hopefully, this year, goals for this year will probably get on disability. Probably have to do that. I've done some research on disability and hey up, chat. What up, chat? Get on disability, get my body right, exercise and work out more. I've been doing it here these last 6 months. So just now trying to get into the routine of working out, so to speak. But yeah, how y'all been? Let me know down in the comment section, down in the chat. Let me know how y'all been. How y'all been doing? How y'all? Do y'all have any new um, what's it called? Resolutions? Do y'all have any habits that y'all want to put down? Let me know. Let me know. So updates of this week. So this week, I think it's the second going into the third. I'm not really for sure anymore. Don't hold me to it. But second week of treatment is going pretty good. It's going pretty well. Like as per usual, being in treatment, you learn more about people's personalities, dynamics, and stuff like that. We got quite a few new people, which is always good. Sharing is caring, you know what I mean? And so everything so far is copacetic. As far as um, mental check, this week, been roughing it and toughing it here this week, mentally and emotionally. Finally, have the time to let myself settle. All those emotions and feelings that didn't have time. I didn't have time when I was outside drugging and thugging. I finally kind of surfaced, if you will. And so, just thinking back to, all those times, all those nights, those sleepless nights, those lonely nights, being outside under the street lights with no one to call, no one to talk to, just thugging it on myself, no one to really lean on, don't have no girlfriend or nothing like that. So, what up? Didn't have no one to really talk to or anything like that. So a lot of emotions are flooding in, and I think I'm handling it pretty well, in my opinion. Doing a lot of meditating, a lot of isolating. Going to a nice cocoon for myself. Cause okay, had to check, had to make sure. Going to a nice cocoon for myself. To really finally heal. I feel like I'm healing. You know what I mean? Because when you're a caterpillar, all you want to do is eat, and finally settling. All I want to do is tap into myself and really work myself. Should I sub? I won't if you don't want me to. Yeah, you can sub. Please like, share, subscribe. By all means, please do. You are changing a life here at Elroy's World. Here at Elroy's World, we're for the betterment of human beings, mankind, big or small. It does not matter. Okay, there's some part of Elroy, I can give you. You know what I mean? There's something here for everybody. Is what I'm trying to say. Here at Elroy's World. You know what I mean? And welcome to Elroy's World. If you sub, like, subscribe, you are part of Elroy's World, and Elroy's part of your world. Or you are part of Elroy's World. Yeah. I got that right. Yeah, I got that right. But yeah, like I was saying, just fun tapping in like a caterpillar. You know what I mean? You just want to eat, and all I want to do right now is really tap into myself and finally eat and digest all the BS that I went through, whether it was childhood trauma or just life in general, the choices I made and stuff like that. You get kind of emotional. I ain't gonna hold you. It gets quite emotional, but that's okay. That's cool. That's all part of the process. It's all part of the process of accepting life and what has life has done for you, so to speak. You know what I mean? Bad things don't happen to you; they happen for you. And so, just trying to find that answer of why did this happen to me or for me? What is it? What is it for? Instead of asking why did it happen to me? Those type of scenarios plotting in my head. I've been staying very clear away from negative thoughts and negative emotions. I'm proud of myself of that, due to the simple fact this week was very challenging. This week was very, very challenging. Not to get into the weeds of it, but a situation occurred where it reminded me of when my mom would play mental games with me, with talking about poisoning me and stuff. And she would do that off and on from when I was a preteen all the way up until I was a young adult. She would play mind games of poison me. Like I would be cooking something, and then I would walk away from the kitchen for a little minute, and the next thing you know, there's some type of chemical, bleach, ammonia, Windex, or something right next to the kitchen. Or I would leave the kitchen for a split second, and next thing you know, I'm smelling chemicals. Or she would literally, she would take half water and half bleach and just boil it. And if you don't know, boiling these type of chemicals, right, puts what's it called, carcinogens. It puts little molecules in the air. Put little molecules in the air to kill your brain cells. There's brain cells. It's like when you smell too much ammonia, right? It kills your brain cells. It's like when you huff air. Like, well, kids don't do this. Kids do not do this. But when you inhale air in a can, it kills your brain cells, right? And that's what my mom would do. And or she would have like random jars. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to Elvis World. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Um, she would thank you for the support, guys. She would have like random little jars of like chemicals, like cleaning supplies. Like it would be like lemon juice and Fabioso, or not lemon juice, but like vinegar and something else. You know what I mean? Something else for cleaning. And she will have them right next to pickle jars, or she'll have a whole jar of pickle juice, right, with pickle juice in it. Then the jar next to it looks exactly a little bit like pickle juice, but it's not. It'll be some type of cleaning supplies like borax and water or something. You know what I mean? Like bleach powder and water with dish detergent. You know what I'm saying? Right next to the food. So that was really triggering. I'll hold you. That was actually triggering, and the situation reminded me of that. But I'm proud of myself because I'm proud of myself for the simple fact that I didn't go. My mind, I refuse to let my mind go into the normal format and act accordingly. You know, I told myself certain things. I meditated on it. I sat on it. And I just, I'm letting time heal. I'm healing. This is the new age of healing, right? We are 100% healing. Okay. Remember last year was, if you're not gonna pour in my cup, I'm not gonna pour in your cup. You know what I mean? Because naturally we pour in people's cups here at Elvis World, right? We naturally do it no matter what. But if you're not pouring in my cup, I'm gonna stop pouring in your cup. And don't. Who knows what that looks like, right? It could be, giving you advice, giving you access of my knowledge or whatever have you. Who knows what that looks like? But you get no drink. In 2024, that's what we promised, or 2025, that's what we promised ourselves, right? Last year, right? And this year, we are on the era of straight healing. Straight healing. And guess what? We've been through a lot. So we already prepared for the BS of this year. From how the government's being run all the way down to the boots on the ground. We've been through it all here at Elvis World, all right? We've been through it all. We've seen it all. There's literally nothing at this point a human being can throw at us that we have not experienced or had some adjacent experience to, right? So therefore, now it's time for us healing. I feel like we're in that. Remember when Superman died, right? Remember when Superman died in the comic books and in the movies, right? He died, right? But then he turned around and came back with that black suit. I feel like we're at that dying stage, right? We're at a part of us is dying, right? Part of us is dying and needs to die for us to grow and become a new version of ourselves, right? So this year, 2026, we're going to promise ourselves to go on the path of healing, to straight healing. No matter how hard it hurts, no matter what it puts us through, we're going to straight heal, right? And if anyone ever didn't tell you, remember, Uncle Elroy told you, healing hurts. Whoever told you healing doesn't hurt lied to you. Healing hurts. It's going to hurt. It's supposed to hurt, right? Right? Because when you feel pain, when your body's in pain, right, that means your mind is aware that you are in pain. But that pain also means you're healing. You're growing, right? You know what I mean? Because you don't grow within comfort. You grow within discomfort, right? Right? So this year, and that pain ain't gonna be nothing. And that's the whole thing about it. That pain ain't gonna be nothing because there's nothing we haven't been through. We are survivors. And you know that. I know that. We both know that. We are survivors. So this year we're going to heal. And that little smidge of pain ain't don't compare to what we've been through. What we're going to go through. Right? What we're going to go through. It's something simple and easy and breezy in comparison to what we've been through. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, Chad? I hope no one needs to use the restroom. Okay. I have to check in. You know what I'm saying? 2026 is the era of healing, right? It's not, and healing don't mean finding love and make sure you got healing you, tapping into yourself and healing you. I owe it to myself to heal. You owe it to yourself to heal, to be a better person. Jim Rohn once said, instead of being good for someone else, why don't you better, or instead of, what do you say? Something along the lines of, instead of having the perspective of being good at something to better people, why don't you be a better you for more people? Something along the lines of that. He said something like that, but basically, if you want the world to change in so many words, or you want your world or your perspective to change, you have to tap into yourself. And this year, we're going to tap into ourselves. This year, we're going to do more. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more for myself to tap in. Now, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough because I'm even getting a little emotional about it now. Because frankly, I don't want to let go of my LLC. I don't want to let go of the LLC. I don't want to stop doing videos for this. You know what I mean? And like it's a very tightrope situation for me. Because if I do get help and assistance, which I do need, right? But then turn around, I have, my LLC and working on that, it conflicts. And so I'm at a toss up, but I do need help. I do need support in my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Off camera, I need lots of help, and that's okay. That is okay. I can admit that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I I shouldn't say can't, but what I don't like is the fact that I'm gonna have to push my entrepreneurship and my dreams and goals off to the side. I really don't want to do that, but I'm in such financial strife. I am in such a crisis. We've been through this. You know what I mean? People outside don't know the traumas we've been through. Right? We've been through a whole lot, from being at mom's garage, her harassing us, to being outside, to being dropped off in front of gas stations and all that. We've been through it. Having to walk damn near a mile to get to somewhere to sleep. We've been through that. You know what I mean? And it's not always been bad, but we've been through it. And so I'm hoping from here on out, I'm hoping life just straight up, just kind of scales up instead of staying stagnant, because, for the longest, it's just been stagnant. There's nothing has give. Nothing has give. I'm 33 now. 33 now. Being 33, having 33 years on this earth, but I'm not going to live this decade. Haven't found new reasons not in any resources. I mean, come on, remember now, it took the pandemic for me to get a hotel or to get an apartment. Don't forget off. It was before the apartment. I mean, it's jokingly, but at the time, there's a little truth to that joke, right? And even still, thinking back on it, I don't think I would have had that apartment because there was so much resources being given out. I mean, it made an opportunity, or I made an opportunity. We made an opportunity, right? To find, and I don't want to live a life where mass, like huge disasters and pandemics have to happen for me to succeed. Like I really don't think the heavens have that set and plan for me. I don't think when I was up in the heavenly dimension, or wherever they drop off the souls into the bodies, that I said, let me have a life where I'm battling trauma, generational trauma. I'm a leader, multiple faults, but have accountability, responsibility, and don't forget, if I ever need to level up, a major disaster has to happen. Like, come on now, man. You about to lay down? Okay. If a massive disaster has to happen, I don't think I really chose that life. I don't want to think that way because that would be bananas. That would be absolutely bananas. But you know what I mean? You never know, right? And I don't know. No one comes to the rescue for the strong. Nobody. No one. Strong. No one's coming to your rescue. Nobody. No one rescue. So I've always wondered how, if you're that strong of a person, right, then wouldn't that mean it comes with some type of perks or something? You know what I mean? Or some type of something, right? The universe normally evens it out, right? Right? If you're weak, you get rescued. If you're strong, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's where my head's going. But yeah, that's what I've been percolating in my brain here this past week. Just, and like I said, I've looked it up. I finally looked it up. I need, my phone is so old that I can't sign to the proper accounts in order to fill out disability. So hopefully sometime soon, I guess either before hours. But you know what I mean? I gotta pay my phone bill. Then I've gotta see if they will ship me a new phone and or just get I can't really get a whole new phone because I have so much attached to that one phone number already. Like that's crazy. But get a new phone. Once I do that, then I'll be able to apply for disability and just get that ball rolling. You know what I mean? And another thing I've been fighting this week is a whole lot of barriers. Food access, clothing, what else? The disability situation, sleeping, problems with sleeping as y'all. Just been off tilter. We're not, I'm not a morning person, you know what I mean? I'm not a morning person. I know a lot of y'all are morning people, night owl here. And so getting up every morning has been throwing off my feng shui, so to speak. Yeah, but it's been throwing off my feng shui, so to speak. But I'm getting through it. I'll make through it. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, just quite a few barriers and barriers physically. Well, not physically. Would you say that's physically? I don't know. But just going through. Just going through it. Just going through the barriers and trying to figure out how I'm gonna get through these barriers with little to nothing. I'm at that phase right now, mentally. Getting to the barriers, you know, internally has been going quite well. Has been going quite smooth. It's just now trying to get my world right, using magic. You know what I'm saying? Get some magic brewing, so to speak. Um, that's been kind of bogging me down a little bit. But yeah, that's for the most part. Yeah, I need to look like a conquistador. Whoa. Look like a black hood version of Dr. Eggman. Whoa. Anyways, but like, subscribe, share, do all those great things. Um, I just want to check in with y'all. Um, oh, by the way, later on tonight, have an AA meeting. You're more than welcome to come. All is welcome. But 7:30 AA meeting. Um, Hopefully, kids are asleep. But any kids that watch the AA meeting, it ain't for you. Just go on, skip, scroll, do them like you normally do. But all those who are in sobriety, in recovery, doing the AA meeting, 7:30 tonight. Be there, do some reading, do some chatting up. I love you. Remember, somebody, somewhere, someone loves you.